Hey everyone, welcome to Damai Scaling YouTube channel. I'm your host Eddie Wang, and this video was a community request, so I'm going to talk about the right leg of the forbidden one. So meaning that every single move that is attached to Jin's 4 is going to be breakdown on this video. So let's say that you are new to Jin and you want to use a move and you have no idea what to use, so we suggest you to use 4. Why 4? Because 4 is 13 frames of startup and leads to a ballerina spin at plus 16, right? This is plus 10, this is plus 10, but this one is plus 16, so Jin gets to do whatever he wants, even entering like a wave dash mix-ups by just hitting a 4, and you can punish like Leo kills in down forward 2 with 4 alone because of the pushback that it gives. But this move actually reaches and punishes her for trying to launch you with a down forward 2, so it's very important. And this move on counter hit leads to a screw now, but leaves them off axis, so you're gonna have to have a little bit of execution to actually connect combos such as this one. But it still does a lot of damage, but it's really not about the damage that why we cried about this move. It's about the Krampus 2 animation that they really move out of the game. It's such an iconic thing, and I really would like to take this opportunity to tell the Namcops to bring us back the animation of the Krampus 2, specifically the season 1 animation, but allows us to actually pick up with back to 1 against every character, and we are good. That's going to lead to a back turn combo, but it's going to give Jin like that swag on counter hit on standing 4. So do you want to press 4 in a direction and you have no idea what to press? How about forward 4? Forward 4, it's a move, and this combo right here, it's a must on the to-do list if you are starting Jin. This is a must-have if you want to play a safe Jin, because this is a move that has keep out properties, and while it doesn't really track as many people say it does, what happens is most Jin players, when they hit something, they sidestep to erase the opponent's sidestep, and then they forward 4. So those people that sidestep into buttons are going to get hit by forward 4. Those people that are chasing Jin are going to get hit by forward 4. So a forward 4 on counter hit is very powerful, despite being sealed by magic, because the pushback of this used to be less, but now to actually do this, you're gonna have to put some effort to it to actually pick up and connect to some combos and do like some very big damage from it. So it's a barrier that was sealed by magic, but if you overcome it, it becomes meaningless. So you want to press 4 in another direction, so we suggest you the down back 4. And down back 4 used to be a move that was very powerful, used to launch on counter hit, and we used to get like some combos like back 3, like just landing a forward 3, and the damage was 21, so it was good by 1 damage. And now it only leads to a knockdown, sadly, and you can get a down 2 guaranteed instead, but it's still a good move. A plus 3, still the properties are still there on hit, plus 3, that leads to a momentum keep it, which then you can actually backdash, and you see the one people that are pressing buttons, check them with forward 3, or in some cases you can down back 4 into sidestep, and if they press a button and you have no idea what to punish with, we suggest you to use up forward 4. Up forward 4 is another right-legged move that is going to lead to some very basic combos. It's a really simple stuff that Jin has, and you can utilize this to as a launcher if you are new to Jin. It's your first launcher actually, instead of using electrics or cancans. Cancans is 15 frames, but this one is much easier to access, and you can utilize to punish anything that is minus 15. Your opponent is attacking with a low, you can actually crash with this. Your opponent just whiffed a move on wake up, and your opponent is waking up with a low, then you start to up kick and crash those lows as well. So very powerful move. So let's say that now that this leads to a knockdown only, and you still get a lot of down back force on counter hit, and you don't get a combo, and you want to get the old combos that you would get by landing a down back 4. So we suggest you to utilize down forward 4 instead on the right leg. Why is that? Because this move is 20 frames and this move is also 20 frames, and while this is +3 and forces people to commit to ducks, this one forces people to commit to standing because it's +8 with a forced crouch. So you can check with forward 4, they can't even step after getting hit by this, and if they can also step, they can really not step and cannot really press buttons as well. So you get to just forward 4 because it's +8, and the only thing they can do is really just block anything that comes in their way. So your opponent is really not blocking lows and is too afraid of ducking. Then you want to use CD4, and CD4 is what we call the hell sweep, and you can utilize this to make some very powerful combos with Jin. It's an easy way to access damage, and it doesn't do much, but it's really good to have, specifically if you are fighting in small Tekken and you just open it up for a combo. This is usually the move that is going to get you that millage. But note that this is slower by 3 frames, so it's usually slower, it's 23, but you can mix this with 443, or you can delay this as much as possible against those people that don't commit to ducks. So it's good to delay with wave dashes or just one, just to make this move ambiguous as hell, and it forces them to commit to duck, and when they do, then your 443 becomes really annoying to deal with. Your down forward 1-4 becomes annoying. Your back 2, your back 2 is also going to be Wasanin 2, going to be very annoying to deal with, or Wasanin 1-2 will also get like a lot of millage as well. So you are getting pressured by a character that uses a lot of highs and has a really good tracking, but is still highs. So how about you press down 4, right? And down 4 is going to be the move that you want to use against those people because it's low, and while being a low also crashes highs, so the opponent cannot really jab you, so you get a free get out of jail free card with this move. It's a move that you press and you run away from people, and if they are pressing too many buttons, then up forward 2 becomes the legit get off me move on counter hit. So it's something that they're gonna have to take into account, that you can do a down 4 into up forward 2, and when they start to block this, then you do a down 4 into a back dash, or you do a down 4 into 3-1 into Zen, and they are going to get annoyed by it anyways. So let's say that now you are in the corner and your opponent is ducking a lot, so we suggest you to use back 4, and back 4 is going to be a wall splat move that is rarely used, but it's there to hit those people, because you can put some distance between you and your opponent, and you start to actually back 4 them out of some whiffs and stuff. So really good move that is really just underused, but is a very powerful option. Or in some cases, after you land like okay, right, and you have no idea what to use, we suggest you to use forward 4-4. And yes, this is another move that was sealed by magic. You don't get a lot of millage from it anymore, on at least not on block, but you can still actually utilize this move just as before. It's not only +4 anymore, but your opponent is still going to be slower than you by a few frames, so you get to utilize a duck jab to hit them first, or you can really just backdash and whiff punish whatever it is that they try, or you can also sidestep on a different direction, or for example, while standing 4 you go to that way, and while standing 1 you go to this way to avoid them. Then you can actually launch those peoples. So this is the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we covered all the right leg moves. So hope you guys really put your like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells, and leave your doubts in the comments so we can make more future videos. So see you guys on the next Friday or Thursday as well. So see you guys soon.